Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Welcome to the underground. It's been a crazy weekend. Yeah, I couldn't make it yesterday because I went to Foxwoods, as you guys know, for my birthday, and I was like a zombie when I expelled all my energy. I'm an old woman now, and it was tough. But let me just go over it. I was supposed to go with 3 other women. Okay. So 2 lesbians, 1 straight girl going through a divorce. The 2 lesbians were fighting, which was all right with me that one of them didn't go. The other one got sick, and I didn't want to get sick. That was the one thing. So I just went with one of them, and we really had a great time. But let me just go through it quickly, because I got a lot to talk about with all these index cards. So we get to Foxwoods, right? Check-in's at 4. We got there at like 3 o'clock. So I'm like, let's do valet. So there's 2 rows of cars. You have to wait in a line. She pulls right through them and goes to the front of the hotel. I said, you can't do that, Raquel. You got to wait in line. She almost runs over 2 guys. So we're stopped there. And all of a sudden I look over at the 2 guys and I put down the window and I said, James, is that you? Because I was going to see James Kennedy from Vanderpump Rules. He was incognito, but I recognized him as he ran his fingers through his wavy hair. And he comes over to the car, and he knew. It was funny because this obviously I know him, and he was just nice. We were just talking to him, and Raquel's like, get a picture. I said, I already got one with him. He goes, get another one. So I get out of the car, asked him where his girlfriend was. Where's Allie? I didn't bring her. And I said, you're still with her, right? He's like, yeah. I go, good. She's good for you. So we take the picture. He goes, I love your energy. And I was like, I'll see you later tonight, honey. I love you. You're the best. And you're the king of Vanderpump Rules. So we got in there, got our room. They put us on the top floor. Okay, floor 30. And I'm like, Mel Brooks and high anxiety. I'm scared to death. But I loved it because we're like near the penthouse suites. Anyway, we weren't in a penthouse, but it was a beautiful room. And so I was like, let's go shopping. So obviously I'm wearing what I bought. Everything was 50% off. I was like sweating, dripping. We went to Lucky Brand. We went to the Adidas store. I got so much stuff. It was like hundreds of dollars. But you know what? What are you going to do? You only live once, right? So we go out to dinner. The place I wanted to go was an hour wait. I'm like, I'm starving. Forget it. So we went to this other place with no line. I said, that's trouble. We don't have to wait. It wasn't very good. And she kind of got sick from the spicy sauce. But anyway, okay, we go to the shrine, right? We walk in, it was already packed. I'm like, oh no. So I go, we have to push our way through the front. You understand that, right? Here I am, I'm old, it's hard. So we kind of just inched our way and, people are drinking. So obviously they're going to have to go to the bathroom. So as soon as the women take off, there were women in their bare feet, which I didn't understand. They're spilling drinks. I had a drink spilled on my nice Tommy Bahama shirt, $100. Oh, I tell you get frustrated because people are shoving and pushing. And there were these 2 women that were like going to fight. One was older in the front row. Not as old as I am, but old. And then a young, like 20 Gen Zers. And all the Gen Zers were like, rawr, rawr. I thought they were going to kill each other. But I kind of kept the peace. I didn't start any trouble. The girl in the front row was pulling me up. I thought there was going to be a stampede when James came out. Because he was leaning into the crowd, doing push-ups. And, people loved him. So I kind of backed up. Let him do his thing. But it was wild. I'm telling you, wild. We got out and I couldn't walk. I was like, my feet are killing me. So I was like, let's sit at the machines, I sat at a slot machine and I sat there and then I stared at another one down there and I said, let's go. I just want to put in $20 because, I don't really like to gamble because I'm such an addict at everything. So I go to the first one. She's like, no, someone's there. They just left. I go to the second one. Same thing. Someone just left. And so they're taken. The third one she's sitting at. So I went to the last machine. I put in $20. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, what's happening? And they're like looking at me, dirty looks, because they're probably sitting there all day. And she's like, you just won 400 quarters. What the hell's 400 quarters? I don't know. She goes, $100. So I went in and cashed it. It was like $118. So I was like, okay, I'm leaving. As soon as I got up there, like those addicts went and took my machine. But you know what? Like I won. It's like you don't win in a casino. Why do you think they're so huge? I had women twerking on my front side in the shrine. It was just very crazy. I'm wondering, like I went through my 20s, like this is different 30 years later. I'm like, or almost 40 years later, whatever. Oh, But just the pushing really you get kind of mad about it. We go up in the elevator. Someone called me a Karen because I was the only white person in the elevator. I'm like, I'm not Karen. And then the lady in the back, they were in their 20s, all these people. She goes, come to our after hours party. And then she's like, are you guys together? I was like, how the hell did they guess this stuff that we're gay? And I said, no, she left her wife at home. And she goes, I'm gay. I can't tell with women because all women are crazy. So you don't know, whether they're gay or straight. Men are easy to figure out. So we went into the penthouse suite. And oh boy, it was kind of wild. Like people were doing coke out in the open. Oh, my mother, sorry, she's listening, she's watching. And then they were smoking weed in the bathroom. It should have been the opposite. People that were doing coke should have hid in the bathroom. But I said, let's go because I'm not really, into the drug scene. I'm sorry. The pot, I don't mind. The coke, I don't really like. Kevin McCarthy, no longer speaker, voted off the island. Voted off Republican Island. They wanted Trump to do it. Trump said, maybe. No, not going to happen. He wants Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. Really, it gets worse and worse. It's like they ate each other up. They had to in order to survive. Jack Nicholson from The Shining. So I don't like Matt Gaetz. I think that, the Republicans beholden to these kinds of people, the far fringe crazies, I think is a mistake. Biden's German Shepherd commander kicked out of the White House. They threw him out. I guess he bit all these people. Hey, what are you going to do? You know what? I trust the German Shepherd's instincts. I would just question the people that it bit because really, German Shepherd's no character. He wants to build more border wall. He doesn't like to do it. He doesn't think it'll work. And I agree with that. I think, all right, we got to do something because it's crazy. But they're going to tunnel over it. And like Geraldo said, they're going to put a ladder and just crawl over it. We got to do something. I don't think we can take care of all these people. They're freaking out because in Massachusetts, I guess the Army-Navy game at Foxborough, they kicked out the veterans. They canceled their reservations and put the migrants in there. Ooh, yeah. You wonder why there's Republicans. That's not really cool. I mean, yeah, we got to be humane to the migrants, but let's figure it out. Let's not just say, hey, you're done to the veterans who they serve the country. I mean, that's disrespectful. You can't do that stuff. What else is going on? So Trump is telling secrets about our submarines. What did you expect? Really, do you expect anything else to a billionaire? And, of course, that billionaire told everybody he saw. I kind of think, that's why I don't like Trump. I think he was good on The Apprentice, but as a president, I really wouldn't trust him with the codes. He's telling him how close that the subs can get without being detected, and the number of nuclear warheads they carry. I mean, what a freaking blabbermouth. I mean, come on. Just dangerous. I'm that way too. I'm kind of like Trump in the way that I got a big mouth. That's why you don't want to tell me secrets, not government secrets, not any kind of secrets. I'll be blabbing. A passenger on a Delta airline had a bad bout of diarrhea, unable to hold it. I guess he went all over the aircraft. Oh, that's not good. No warning? Like you couldn't just get up and run? I don't understand how it ends up in the aisles. Okay, you got to maybe take some kind of Imodium or something. Trump actually showed up to his trial. Did you see Letitia James giving him the side eye? I wouldn't want that woman after me. Kind of scary. The judge taking off his glasses and posing for the camera. What is this, the O.J. Simpson trial? Jimmy K called him the scam burglar. Jimmy Kimmel, I'm happy he's back. I just think only Trump would call the judge that is deciding his fate because I guess his lawyers didn't ask for a jury trial in time. Nice lawyers you got there, Trump. He called him a Democrat operative. He should learn how to just be a little nicer to somebody that could put him away or put an ankle bracelet on him. Trump said the people in Beverly Hills, the rich people, don't smell good, which cracks me up. He comes out with these one-liners that are he said they're dirty underneath because of, I don't know, because they can't take long showers. Oh, because there's a water shortage in California. Okay. So this is interesting. I saw this on Fox. John's going to look at me. What are you doing watching Fox? A boy was kept in an 8-by-8 foot garage box. I don't understand. This is in West Palm Beach. His adoptive father, he the 16-year-old called it dehumanizing. Yeah, you put him in a box in a garage. They barely fed him. He had like some kind of box to go with it to the bathroom. He was locked. It was locked from the outside. The light was controlled from the outside. He had no windows, no bed frame, no box spring, just a mattress on the floor. Like he's in jail. I just think he went to school. I guess they let him out, obviously, let him out for school, only to do chores, too. Excuse me, if you lock me in a box, I'm not doing any chores. I'm sorry. It's just, that's kind of a problem. The kid forgave him. I would not. I would be like, put my parents away. Put him in jail. He called it a mistake. He blamed his own behavior, which was stealing, hacking into school computers, and he gave his 4-year-old brother beer to see if it was like bad for him. But those are things that can be corrected. Kids do bad things sometimes. But the parent's lawyer, of course, was like blaming his behavior. I mean, come on. Remember the Japanese guy who spent $16,000 to become a dog? A collie? He had trouble finding other dogs to hang out with him. I thought they probably sniffed his crotch and figured it out. You know, what are you going to do? A Taco Bell employee in North Carolina has been shot with life-threatening injuries by a suspect, 67-year-old, who believed he was given the wrong change. These people, they're out of control. Out of control. He's got multiple gunshot wounds. And this was at a drive-thru. People at a drive-thru, the thing that makes me mad, I'm not going to pull out a gun, but like they take so long. I'm like, really? You don't know the McDonald's menu by now? You're taking an hour to figure out what you want to eat. That kind of stuff makes me mad. But the guy actually went in there to shoot. A Phillies fan brought in a pet alligator. Didn't understand why they wouldn't let him in. Tried to pass it off as his service animal. I don't think so. He likes his chin rubbed. I don't understand. What do you feed him? People's legs? I don't get it. I saw Special Forces Tara Reid off she quit because she couldn't carry the 30-pound bag. You know, she's like, this isn't fair. I carry the same bag as a guy. He goes, yes, it is, because you all have the same weight. Well, no, because a big man can handle 30 pounds. A small woman, that's going to be a problem. So I don't agree with that. Des Bryant had a meltdown. I'll tell you, they had to climb up on top of a dam and then kind of propel downward and run. Are you crazy? And they're like, you're not doing it. You're not getting up. You're just going to go down. I'm like, no way. So Black China left. Des had a nervous breakdown. He made it down once and they tried it again. And he's like, he had a breakdown. He started screaming. So they kind of threw him off. One of the Chrisleys puked before she went down. I couldn't do this. I don't know why people torture themselves like this, but I don't get it. Sandoval said, and it was funny because at the shrine they had, they hold up those signs, those scantily clad females, and it said Sandoval lies. Sandoval wants to restore his name, his integrity for his family. Why does that restore integrity? Don't you think you shouldn't lie, cheat, or whatever you're going to do? I don't understand. You had to dunk your body into freezing water. This doesn't restore your integrity. Dancing with the Stars, Ariana still in it? Who did they throw off? I forget. I think Britney Spears, Jamie Lynn Spears got tossed off. In a deposition, Mike Lindell called a lawyer an asshole because his pillows were called lumpy. I really tell you, I kind of feel bad for Mike Lindell. I don't know why I feel bad for this man, but he did work his way up from being a crack addict to inventing My Pillow, and he did good doing that. And I think after he got involved with Trump, he called the guy who was suing him a scumbag. Actually, he spelled it SQUM. No, not the right way. His lawyers are saying he fell behind on his bill, so they're taking him off as being a client. I do have sympathy for him, I got to tell you. He's been crippled by American Express cutting their credit line from $1 million to $100,000, saying he's a reputation risk. I think of that book by Rick Wilson, Everything Trump Touches Dies. I would not want to work for the man, marry the man, be his kids, whatever. I just think, I do have sympathy for Mike. I don't know why. I think because he went on Jimmy Kimmel and he was like good-natured when Jimmy stuck him in that toy thing. That claw, the claw. RG3 said Belichick has ruined Mac Jones. I'm sorry, but Mac Jones can't do a quarterback sneak, a pitch back to Stevenson. He was throwing it behind him. He's missing wide open receivers. I blame him. He's a quarterback. He's a big boy. He should be able to put on his big boy pants and throw the ball to open receivers. They're like, he gets no support. Well, Brady didn't really have any. I know he's not Tom Brady, but Brady didn't have any support either, you know? I mean, it must be tough being Tom Brady's successor, but Mac is not it. They need to go somewhere else. Aaron Rodgers called Travis Kelce Mr. Pfizer because he did the commercial for the shot. I did get a little sick after getting that COVID shot, like it was mimicking flu, but I'm okay. I'm all right. 2 weeks, I'm up. My immunity's good. I gotta muster the strength to get a flu shot. Oh my, it's killing me. The winter kills me. Yeah, because you remember Aaron Rodgers didn't want to get vaccinated. He famously lied and said he was, he got it, but he didn't. So it's two guys going against each other. I don't know why Aaron's hopping around on the sidelines. I don't know what he's going to offer when he comes back. Quickly, episode 3 of American Horror Story, after the miscarriage. I think she still has the baby in there. They just told her, it's just like I said, Rosemary's Baby. Siobhan, Kim K, walking on the beach. Emma Roberts finds a voodoo doll, a blonde with pins sticking out of the stomach. So walking behind her is 2 black figures, weird black coverings on the face, like no face, and they have black goats on a leash. This story, I think you got to be on crack to watch it, or at least high. She gets drunk. She still has the zit on her face. Just put some toothpaste on it, Discovers some kind of tunnel. She goes through it, and there's a fire burning, candles, heads, babies' heads were in some kind of jar, whole babies stuffed in jars. 2 black women with no faces capture her, put her in stirrups. My worst nightmare, going to the gyno, and inject her. It's like a cabal of Satanists. The woman in the convenience store felt the baby kicking. I'm telling you, that baby your baby isn't dead. I'm telling you, they did something to your baby. That's it. I love you guys. I had a lot of energy. Now I got to go do some work, and I'll see you again next week. Keep watching, okay? TRIXXI'S podcast at Gmail.